everyone, Fed here, and welcome back to my How to Build series where I show you how to build cool stuff inside of Minecraft. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build an AFK, or I should say AFC Wool Sheep Farm. Now, the reason why I say AFC, away from controller, because this is definitely more of a console build. You can build it on the PC, but I'm pretty sure the PC has better builds, because this design in particular was heavily influenced by Pi and Zoomavoid's design. Now, I can't 100% say theirs works anymore. I did not build it because I do all my tutorials on the console, not the PC. So if you want to give theirs a check, theirs would definitely be better for PC people. On console, this is probably the better one to go with because it actually works. On the PC, they use ladders to get their guys up there, the sheep to keep moving up and up and up. And of course, that ladder trick does not work on console. I'm not even sure if it works on PC anymore. That's why I said if you want to check it out, absolutely can. I'll have their videos in the description below, but I know for a fact this one 100% works, as you can see. Now, I am using every sheep at my disposal here in this one part of the map, because on Xbox One and PS4 you get about, I think, a 25 map size, and on each individual map you can go ahead and add more and more sheep. So I am using as many sheep as I possibly can on this one portion of the map to get the best output. Now, the output I got for this one is I left the rubber band around my left trigger on my controller for 10 minutes. I walked away, and then when I came back, I had about 200 wool, I believe it was. I actually left it in here. Let me check real quick. So yeah, I'd say about 200 pieces of wool right here in about 10 minutes. So from a scientific standpoint, you're going to see with every sheep at your disposal, with one this big, you're going to see about 1,200 wool every hour. Now, that is a lot of wool. If you want to, though, obviously you would have to kill every sheep, every cow, and everything in one section just to get this many sheep in one little portion of the map. So I would highly recommend just maybe building it only 2 high and not 4 high. I was just trying to go with the best output possible. Now, you're also probably wondering, well, if I go AFK for longer than 10 minutes, what do I do about my shears? My shears are obviously going to break eventually. So I came up with this little design right here, which is basically what you do is just get inside here, you close this trap door, and then you flip down that lever. Now, what that lever is going to do is it's going to repeatedly spit out shears forever. As you can see, it's going to keep spitting out shears, 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 shears. There's about 18 shears in there, so you can let this thing run for a while. You know, you can sit there and you can see one of the shears went over. That's why the trap door is there, because on console, they'll kind of just spit stuff wherever they want to. So I put that trap door there so you can close the trap door so your shears don't do that. See how it's over there? We don't want our shears doing that. So let me go ahead and turn this thing off real quick. And since I am on creative, all these shears are just going to disappear. That's why I didn't want to go in there. But basically, just stand in there, turn that thing on, and then you can leave this thing run for pretty much as long as you want to. But like I said, you're going to see about 1,200 wool in an hour. I don't know how much wool you guys can possibly need. Now, just to show you guys before we actually start the tutorial, here's what the PC version does pretty much. They'll have a cobblestone wall or a fence post here, and then the sheep will actually move up the ladder and then get pushed over with water. As you can see on console edition, that absolutely doesn't work. So I just wanted to let you guys know that absolutely does not work. But if you are doing this on PC, and maybe even Pocket Edition, it might work as well. Definitely check out Zoomavoid's or Pi's video. I'll link to theirs in the description below. But on console, you're going to probably have to go with some sort of waterway like what I did, and try not to drown them. My waterway does not drown them, so that's why I said it's probably the better one to build on console. So let's go ahead and start building this thing, guys. All right, guys, so this build is super easy to build. We're not really going to be using any redstone besides this shear spitter, which is just going to spit out shears onto you every time you get to a point where you're running out of shears. So basically what we're going to need for this build is, let's take out grass blocks first, and slabs and torches. That's all we're going to need at first. So grass blocks, slabs. If you know, you can just get dirt if you're on survival. Just make sure that you can grow grass onto that dirt. If you want to, though, you know, just get a silk touch pickaxe or silk touch shovel and grab some grass blocks. And let's go ahead and take out some torches as well. So I'm going to be making mine 10 long. You can make it longer. You can make it shorter if you want to as well. I feel like 10, though, is that perfect number, because the sheep do have to eat grass to grow their wool back, and that's the whole reason for this thing. So what we're going to be doing is placing down 10 blocks, going whichever way you really want to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. And then what I want you to do is also place down another row right underneath it. The reason why we have to do this is because we need grass blocks near grass blocks, so it actually grows the grass back, because when our sheep eat the grass, the only way it can possibly grow back is by other grass blocks. Next up, take out your torches and just place it right along the sides of them like this. There we go. Now I want you to come up 2 blocks above this one, actually 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, like that. And we're going to place it in another row right above it like that. Perfect. take out slabs and slab down underneath it. Now, the reason why I do this is just so they don't jump up and down when they're going into the water or out of the water. You don't want them jumping up and down because then that will actually cause them not to eat the grass. So I like to just slab the bottom like so, and then we can go ahead and place another row of grass blocks here and another row of grass blocks on this side as well with torches along them. You don't have to place this many torches. I just want to make sure there is way more than enough light for the grass to grow when it goes nighttime. So boop, 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 boop. And we're going to go ahead and place in all those torches. Now, the waterway is the hardest part of the build, and it's not hard at all. So we're going to go ahead and build our waterway now, which we're going to need some just blocks, any blocks of choice you really want to. I'm also going to be using glass. This is just so I could see the sheep, just to make sure everything's all right, but they should be absolutely fine. I haven't had any problems with it yet. We're also going to need a water bucket, and we're going to need signs as well. So next up, what we're going to do is just place a block right here, place up a slab next to it like that, place another block next to the slab, and then place one more slab next to that. So we pretty much have a block, slab, like that. Now what we're going to do is, now you can use any blocks you want. You don't have to use glass. I just like seeing inside of it. I'm going to build up a little wall right next to everything, right off the backhand side like so. Take out your sign and place a sign right here off of this glass block or whatever blocks you're using. And then water is going to be going across these two. So we're going to take out our glass blocks once again and place 4 blocks right here, and then place your water right here. So now what happens is if we go into this water, it'll actually push us this way, and that's what we want. As you can see, I'm not moving my controller. My guy is just getting pushed to the side. Perfect. Next up, we're going to need another water source right above this slab. So place 3 blocks around it. 1, 2, 3 like that, and place another water source right here. Next up, we're going to come back this way 3 blocks and place in 3 signs here. 1, 2, 3, and that's pretty much everything. That's the entire waterway completely done. So now all we have to do is pretty much place blocks here, place 1 block on top of this back torch with another sign right here, and that's pretty much it. So we're going to place more blocks right here, take out our water bucket and place it right above that water source as well, and that's pretty much the entire thing. So if I come down here, no, I need to go down. I need to go down. Okay, so when I go into a boop, it'll push me. And then what happens is the sheep will try to climb the water, and then they'll get pushed this way. I'm not moving my controller at all. I just simply got pushed. So what happens is the sheep will go in there. Then they'll try to climb the water so they don't drown, and then they'll get pushed that way. And that's how the entire thing is working. So if you only want to make it this tall, you absolutely can. So now all you have to do is just take out a block, place it right here, take out your slabs, and place in slabs upside down, going across this entire area like that. Perfect. So this is for people who only want to make it one tall, and then you can have less sheep in one area. You don't need the crazy amount of sheep that I had before, but I'm going to quickly do this, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of it in case you want to make it gigantic like I did in the beginning of the video. So basically all we're going to have to do is this right here, and then they're going to fall down here like that, and we're going to place this right here. Boop. And now what you want to do is right here, we're going to go ahead and take out a chest and a hopper. So we're going to need a hopper, and we're going to need a chest. So boop, chest. So we're going to place a chest 1 away from here, placing your hopper off this side of the chest right here. So now the sheep are going to fall down onto this hopper right here. And then next up, what I like to do is just place some more glass right here along the tops of this like that. I just don't want any spiders or anything getting in here. You want to make sure that everything, well, the only thing in here is sheep. You want to make sure the only thing going in here is sheep, nothing else. So wolves, pigs, things like that. So I like to just, you know, put stuff around this area. Next up, we're going to come out 2 more blocks here and 2 more blocks here. And then we're going to place a trapdoor right in front of this chest. So, you know, just place a block here, place a trapdoor, break it. Boom. There we go. We have a trap. Actually, I wanted to go the other way. So boop. There we go. Now we got a trapdoor. Perfect. That will keep the water in over here. So we're going to place a water source here. It's going to flow that way. And then right when we hit that slab right there, we're going to go ahead and place in another sign off the side of the block. 1 in like that. There we go. Perfect. So that will push the sheep that way. This is for people that only want to make it this big, So next up, we're just going to put a few more blocks around this area. This is just so the sheep can't escape. So boop, boop, and boop. Perfect. And that's it, guys. If you want to make it this big, you are absolutely done. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and just put in some sheep just to show you that everything is working. And then I'm going to turn off the game and turn it back on so that I could go ahead and start up on the bigger version. But to put in my sheep, I'm just going to like this. Of course, on survival, you're going to have a little bit of a harder time. You know, just get leads or something or mine carts just to get your sheep over here. But I'm just going to keep placing in sheep right here perfectly. So they'll just keep falling in and pushing each other. The more sheep you have, the better, because you want them to push each other. So when they push each other, they'll push them off the sides and it'll just keep going around in a big circle forever. So as you can see, they're kind of pushing each other up. And then they're going to start, oh, I got a brown sheep. Brown sheeps are actually really hard to get. So what they're going to do, see, as you see, they're going up and then pretty much just pushing them that way. So we wanted them to keep pushing each other more and more and more. So keep pushing each other's sheep. This guy is really pushing back. He really wants to go over there for some unknown reason. He seriously wants to go over there. So they're just going to keep pushing each other until it gets to a certain point where it just keeps going around in a circle forever. So is he going to fall off? And boop, there he goes. So as you can see, now it's just going to keep going around in a circle. So around and around. So if I took out some shears real quick, let me go ahead and take out some shears just to show you that it's perfectly working. Boop, shears. All we have to do is just stand right here, close the trap door on ourselves, and then just hold down the left trigger. And as you can see, the wool will start popping off of them. I'm probably going to need a few more sheep in there though. But there we go. Boop, he fell down. The more sheep, the better. Like I said, the more sheep you have, the faster it will go. Does it need to go super fast? Not really. Not really. I mean, this will definitely give them way more than enough time to eat the grass. So I guess this isn't that bad going this slow. But for some reason, I like it to go as fast as possible. All right, guys, and I'm back, and I had to quickly kill all the sheep because for some reason my game decided to leave the auto save on. So what we're going to do now is, if you built this, just go ahead and quickly get rid of the water because this is not going to be here. We're going to have to move it over a little bit more for the bigger version. So we're going to go ahead and just remove all of this glass here. We don't need any of this right here for now. Boop, 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 boop. You can leave all the glass on the side right here because I'm actually going to be putting that glass in there later on. Let me go ahead and put the glass back here as well, just simply because I had to kill all those stupid sheep that were stuck in there. So let's go ahead and we're going to go up 2 more rows of grass blocks. So right above these slabs that we put in before upside down, just place in your grass blocks right above them. And we're going to do this 2 more times. So here's 1. And then we're going to go ahead and do it 1 more time right above the next one. So boop, 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 boop. Come up 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Break that. Come over a row and then place slabs underneath it. So boop, like that. Take out your slabs and place them right underneath it like so. Place grass blocks right off the sides of them. Place grass blocks off the side of this as well. And then we're going to go ahead and take out our torches and just torch it up just because we want as much light as possible. So when it goes to nighttime, the grass will always grow. So boop, 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 boop. Place in not redstone torches. Place in normal torches and place some normal torches over here as well. There we have it. And we'll place in the glass later. We really don't need to put that in right now. But basically what we're going to be doing is building the same exact thing we built over here on this side now. It's just the same thing over and over again. So right up here off of this grass block, we're going to place in a block. Then we're going to place in a slab, then place in a block, and then place in a slab like we did before. So block, slab, block, slab. Same exact thing. Take out your glass blocks or whatever you're using and just build up a wall right behind it. There we go. Then go ahead and take out your signs, and we're going to place a sign right here. And then 3 signs right here. 1, 2, 3. And then right here, we're going to place 1 more glass block above this torch. Boop. And another sign right like that. Now we can go ahead and fill in this side with our glass blocks. So boop. All the way over, all the way over, all the way over, and of course back here as well, like that. Boop, boop, boop. And then we can go ahead and place in all of our water. So of course right down here on top of this slab, we're going to place in our water right here. Place water right here above this slab, and then go ahead and place water right above this water, and it will funnel over to that side. And that's another one completely done. Same thing, guys, just over and over. Next up, just take out your slabs and place them upside down, going right above the top of it, like that. Perfect. So now we're just going to have to do that 1 more time on this side now. So place in a block, place in your slab, like that. Place in a block, place in your slab. Then we're going to go ahead and take out our glass blocks or whatever you're using and place them right along the backhand side of it. So just come up the entire back. There we go. Next up, we're going to take out our signs and fill in all of our signs. So place a sign right here off the top of the torch. Place 1 right here, and then place in the 3 above this one. 1, 2, 3. Take out your glass blocks once again and fill in the wall on this side with your glass blocks now. So boop, boop, all the way up, all the way up. And let's just go all the way up from here like that. Take out your water source and go ahead and place some water right above this slab, water right above this slab. And then we're going to place in another water source right above that one. So boop, place some more blocks and place some water right here like that. Perfect. Now all we have to do is just place slabs in upside down right here. So slab upside down and bring that across the entire top of your grass blocks. So all the way over like that. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and take out our glass and let's fill in the rest of this area as well. Like I said, I just want to make sure that nothing can get in there. You don't want anything else getting in there. You just want to make sure your sheep are in there. If we can't shear a pig, can't shear a pig, can't shear a spider. So just make sure the only thing getting in there is sheep. So there we go. And let's go ahead and place some more glass blocks on this side as well. I like to just use glass so I can see everything. I mean, I don't think they're going to get stuck. I didn't have any problems with the one over there. But, just to be on the safe side, I just like to make sure that I could see absolutely everything in this entire build. So now what we're going to do is basically on this side where it ends, we're going to bring it out this way, and it's going to fall down and then wrap back in there. So we're going to take out our grass blocks once again and just bring it all the way to the end right over here. And if you want to make it look symmetrical, you could just add in another slab right there. That slab won't do anything, but it will just make it look symmetrical. Next up, we're just going to take our slabs and bring them all the way down right here until we come one out. And then basically we're just going to come all the way down here and come one out, come all the way down here. Next up, take out your signs and place the sign right here off the end. And then come all the way over here, and where the first torch is, we're going to place the sign right here, and then place a water bucket next to it like that. And that will push the sheep this way and drop them down here, and that's what we want. So we'll place a block right here like that, and our sheep are going to be falling down to over here. So now we're going to take out our grass blocks again and bring it all the way down to where they fall. So right here is where they're falling. So right underneath where they're falling, we're going to have to place in a hopper. So break this grass block. If you place one here, we're going to need our chest, and we're going to need our hopper. So I like to place a double chest right here, 1, 2. And then place a hopper off the backhand side of that chest like so. So now when our sheep fall, they will fall right on top of that hopper. Next up, go ahead and just bring out your glass blocks this way. Boop, 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 boop. We're just going to bring them all the way down here. And we're going to bring them all the way down here. Then what we're going to do is take out our signs and place a sign one away from that torch right over here. So place a sign right here like that. Perfect. And our water source is going to be going right above our chest. But before we do that, we're going to place in some more glass blocks. Make sure you do not use a full block here because then you won't be able to open up the chest. So make sure this is not a full block. And then we're going to place another block here. And then before we place in our water source, of course, we're going to place in our trap door like that. So now, boop, boop, there we go. Perfect. And then take out our water source and place a water source right above the chest. And that will push the sheep that way. Now we just want to make sure that our sheep absolutely cannot get out. So right here, we're just going to bring down our line of blocks going all the way down until we reach the bottom of where our chest area is. Bring this side all the way up like this. Make sure your sheep absolutely cannot get out. So right there. And bring this one all the way up here like that. And we're going to have to bring this one down right here. And then what I like to do is just take out my slabs and then slab it all the way up into the end right over here like that. Now my sheep absolutely cannot get out, and that's it, guys. You have built the entire thing except for, of course, the shear spitter outer, which we'll do later on. But first I'm going to spawn in the max number of sheep. So I'm just going to skip ahead. I like to just come right up here and then just keep dropping sheep in right here like this. Now I was actually counting. I don't know if the max number is 100 or somewhere in the 90s. I didn't count the first few I placed in. Maybe it's 85, but I think I got to about 80 or 70. And hey, look, I actually got a pink one. I didn't even notice that. I actually got a pink sheep right there. As you can see, he's right there. But I have spawned in all of my sheep, but they are now pushing each other up until they reach the top. And then, you know, they're just going to keep falling down and just keep going around and around and around forever, being super duper annoying. So now that our sheep are working, and as you can see, everything is working. None of them are dying. Everything is going perfect. We're going to go ahead and build our shear spitter outer now. We're going to go ahead and do that just so in case you really want to walk away for an extremely long period of time. So we're going to need droppers. We're going to need hoppers, redstone comparators, redstone repeaters, and let's take out some blocks as well. And we're also going to need a lever of some sort. So we'll take out a lever as well. So right underneath where our trapdoor is, we're going to go ahead and break this block and place a hopper going into this block right here. Break the block next to the hopper that it's going into and place a dropper facing upwards. Then on top of the dropper, go into sneak and or crouch mode and place another dropper facing towards the hopper. Boop, like that. Perfect. And then we're going to put blocks around it so the shears can't get out. So when this thing's going, the shears will not be able to get out of that area. Next up, what we're going to do is dig down until we can see the bottom dropper right here. And we're going to go ahead and place a redstone comparator coming out of it. Then break one block away from it. Let's go ahead and just do this. Place a block in front of your redstone comparator with a piece of redstone like this. Place a block next to the redstone. And then coming out of this block, we're going to place a repeater on 1 tick delay. Break the block and make sure that redstone is going into the side of the comparator. And make sure your comparator is set to subtraction mode by left clicking it or right clicking it on the PC. And as you can see, that little front part came on. Then we're going to place one piece of redstone up here on top of that block like so. So now when I place an item inside this bottom dropper, it will automatically be transferred to the top dropper. And for the top dropper, we're going to basically be doing the exact same thing we did down here. Just place a block next to it like that. Place a redstone comparator coming out of it. Set the redstone comparator to subtraction mode. Place a block in front of it. Place a piece of redstone on this side. A block next to the redstone. A repeater coming out of the block going that way on 1 tick delay. With redstone going into the side of this comparator like that. Make sure that one's on subtraction mode. Next up, place a block down here with a piece of redstone. break this block right here and place a repeater going that way, set to 2 ticks delay. Make sure it's going into the side of this block down here, because what that's going to do is lock this hopper for a little bit to make sure that you could pick up the shears. So make sure you get that 2 tick delay repeater down there going into a block next to our hopper right down there. And then what we're going to do now is place a block right here in front of this redstone, and that's it. Everything should be set up. So now if I throw items in here, let's say shears like that, it's just going to go around in oh, I actually picked them up. So it's just going to go around in a big circle. So I keep picking them up though. So now it should just keep going around in a big circle. See, it'll just keep going around and around and around for absolutely forever. And then if you want to turn it off, just place a lever right here, flip down the lever, and that will turn off the entire. And if you also want to, you could take out some carpet and place carpet right on top of that hopper as well by going into sneak mode and placing a piece of carpet right on top of it. But as you can see, boop, turn it on, and it'll just go around and around and around forever. So like I said, if you want to do it forever, all you have to do is just, fill up your entire inventory with dirt or something like that. Make sure there's only one spot open for the shears, and then, you just got to sit here all day shearing sheep. So see, if I just stand here all day and hold down the left trigger, I will be shearing sheep forever. So I'm just going to keep shearing sheep for absolutely forever. And it will collect down here inside this chest. But as you can see, thanks to that stupid bug right now, that sometimes the hopper won't collect the items. I hate when it does that. And I also forgot to mention, sometimes the wool will get away from you thanks to this little water source right here. So if you want to, you can add in a few more hoppers off the back of that hopper right there by simply breaking this block and then going into sneak and or crouch mode and placing in another hopper like that, and so on and so forth. So if I wanted to place another one right here, just go like that and place in another one, and then the wool absolutely should not get away from you. And oops, they can now get out. No, stop getting out of here. So now I quickly just went to survival just to show you that everything is absolutely working. So we're gonna come right in here, flip down this, make sure your entire inventory is filled up except for one part where of course your shears are. So then all we have to do now is just turn this on. It'll keep spitting shears out at us forever. And now all we have to do is just pretty much stand here, get a rubber band, put it around your left trigger or something like that. Maybe just put it up against the wall. I don't know how you guys can hold down your left trigger forever, but basically you just walk away now, go watch a YouTube video, something like that, and just collect the wool, guys. That's all you have to do. That's it. You are completely done. There you guys have it. That's how you build an AFK or AFC wool sheep farm. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Stay tuned with my newest videos. All right, guys. Peace.